Hello, Dream Seekers. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Karen Cesario Rizzo, and this is Lights Up with Coach Care. I'm an author, a Lightworker, and an Empath. I'm a certified spiritual life coach, relationship and health and wellness coach, as well as a Reiki practitioner. I work with energies. I work with angels and spirit guides. I'm a channeler, a healer, a messenger, and an intuitive. Today's channeled message, angels in the outfield. Yes, they're really there. So this is one of my favorite topics of all, angels. I love to talk about angels. I've been connecting with angels since I was a little girl. But it's a catchy title, right? Angels in the Outfield? Yeah, well, it is. It's like from the movie of the same name. So there's a couple of versions of this movie, the original 1951 black and white classic, which is my favorite, or the 1994 remake that my kids love. It really doesn't matter which one you watch if you're going to watch them, because if you do, they're very similar and the messages are the same. So like the premise is a grumpy coach yelling, bullying, berating his 7th place losing baseball team every game, before the game, during the game, after the game, every inning, in the locker room, always yelling, at dinner, even on the train to the next town, to the next game. Bullying his players, anyone he comes in contact with, anywhere, anytime. Always wanting to fight the umpire, getting tossed from games, starting fights on and off the field, dining alone between games, because that's the way he wants it. And you know what? That's just like fine with everybody, because nobody wanted to be near him anyway. Just a grumpy guy. His constant foul language and demeanor not only did nothing to lift his players' spirits, but largely contributed to their very long losing streak. And again, 7th place standing in the league. All right, so, enter the beautiful female reporter trying to interview him, shuts her down with his arrogance and, again, foul language. All right, you kind of get the picture. So, after one game, he thinks he lost his lucky piece. Yeah, you can imagine that. But he goes into the empty field at night when everybody's gone and tries to find it. And he thinks he lost it around second base. Just then, he hears a clap of thunder. And in a booming voice, an angel tells him, quote, "Shut it. I've had enough of you polluting the air. I can get as tough as you can." And in no uncertain terms, he calls him a big mouth. He goes on to tell him that prayers are being said for him, but first he's got to clean himself up. Number 1, watch your mouth. Number 2, treat others with respect. Number 3, stop making life miserable for others. Number 4, stop slugging people and choose love. Behave yourself, stop swearing and fighting, keep your nose out of things that don't help. The angels would get the help they need to win ball games. He goes on to tell him there are ball players in heaven that will get behind him. He's told to follow his hunches. Okay, so at first he's like skeptical and scared and stunned, not sure he heard what he just heard. Then all at once, a white feather falls from above and lands on second base. So he begins to take heed and begins to behave himself, knowing he knows he's being watched, right? No fighting, no bullying or berating others. He watches the words that come out of his mouth, learns to turn his cheek, right, and mind his own business. A kinder, gentler man, and that way to his coach, to his players and other coaches. Yes, and following his hunches with one of his pitchers who's been struggling. All right, so I'm sure you've seen the movie, one version or another, so I doubt that I'm spoiling anything from you from here on end. Yes, there's a child, an orphan, who attends the games, and yes, indeed sees the angels behind each player and one behind the coach. The team begins to work together as a team, inspiring each other, supporting each other, and the coach, the greatest supporter of them all. He believes in his players, he believes in angels, and more important, he begins to believe in himself. All right, so spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movies. They go on to win all the games, and they eventually win the pennant. He marries the beautiful reporter, and they adopt the little girl. Okay, there you have it. Great movie, great message, very inspirational. But again, the main message of this movie is the reminder that they are angels with us always, to assist, always. Certainly for ball players and teams and everyone else. For the pianist, yes, they're sitting right next to you on the stool. For the dancers, yes, they take the stage with you as you're stretching, as you're learning your choreography, and with every form you take, as well as when you perform. For composers, pay attention to the whispers in your ear, the music, the lyrics that are whispered to you as if they're your own. For they are a co-creation. Perhaps it's John Lennon sitting next to you whispering, or Prince helping you with the composition of a piece. For writers, yes, start writing and the words will come. All you have to do is start. The angels will help you. When I write, I call on Archangel Gabriel and whoever he thinks I need as well. What starts as an empty sheet of paper fills up quickly, and I know that wasn't just me, because I know I had help. It wasn't me just doing the typing. Even this channel that I co-created, I don't have any idea what's going to come out until I get down to it. Then the words come. The assistant comes, right? The assistance comes. For pilots, piloting an airplane. Yep, there's always a co-pilot right next to you. An extra set of wings. And yes, there are angels in the outfield. All they ask is that you believe. They are among us and available to assist whenever you need. All right, so I am a big believer in angels. I always have been. I've been communicating with angels since I was a little girl. My connection, my beliefs have only gotten stronger into my adult life, as of course I've experienced more. Yeah, more pain, more betrayal, heartache, all those human emotions. But because I've relied on my angels for so long, I trust them, and I know the drill. I know how they work with me. My angels guide me. They're actually guide me. They may not tell me what to do, but because they grant me my free will, but their guidance is something I trust completely. I used to do things I like to do in my own way, and I'd hear them say, "Oh, is that what you want to do? You want to go that way? Why don't we go this way? This is a good way. Oh, wait, you still want to go your way? Okay, then that's what we're going to do. Go ahead. I'm right behind you." Suffice it to say, when things don't work out that way, they never say, "I told you so." Not in so many words. They may say, "Okay, so that didn't work. That hurt. It was painful. But did you learn anything from it? Are you ready to try another way?" That's how angels work. They guide. They suggest. They won't push unless they have to. My connection with angels is now so strong that I will literally feel a physical sensation, a strong nudge, either a strong pull or a strong push. I do feel it physically. I still do things my way at times, but that's how I learn, and I'm okay with it. I try to listen more every day. I really do try. I know they don't need this, but I try to obey at that moment because I know they're pushing or pulling for my highest good. They don't ask for obedience. They just guide, they suggest, and they're there for you no matter what. They don't judge. They love us, and they only want what's best for us. And since they know what we don't know, their suggestions are divine, which becomes intuition. I've learned to trust divine suggestions and my tuition above all else. I posted a video a couple of weeks ago, "Trust the guidance that comes from within." It's divine, you know. Please listen to it if you haven't. It's based on a true experience. It's pretty amazing. So the next time you're in need of anything, and I do mean anything, comfort, guidance, courage, directions, any help in making a decision, your safety, anything, reach out to your angels. I promise, let go of your ego, surrender to the process, and trust their guidance. You'll feel a shift. You'll feel their presence. They'll always give you the choice. Your free will be respected, but the guidance they give you is nothing short of divine. Count on it, believe it, receive it. Okay, I hope something in this message resonated with you today. If so, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you'd like more information on setting up coaching sessions or any of the other services I offer, my email address is listed in the description box below. Thank you so much for tuning in today and for supporting my channel. It means so much to me. Keep those beautiful lights shining brightly, my friends, and let's keep those lights up. Thank you so much.